And so we have to understand, Jesus says, peace I leave you, my peace I give to you, right? He says, I do not give as the world gives, right? That it would come and go, that it would be, how does the world give peace? The world gives peace through security, well-being, provision, health, understanding, how things are going to go for us. And if you lose any of those things, you lose peace, right? So the first thing we have to understand about peace is that he does not give it the way the world gives it. And we have to immediately get away from this idea that our peace is bound up. Your life does not consist in the abundance of your possessions, right? It does not consist in the abundance of our possessions, and it does not depend, it is not subject to our material and natural estate, right? It's not determined by how much food we have, right? I think in the Western church in America, we've got a unique situation with regard to this conversation. And who feels like in this season there's a lot of turbulence? Who feels like you need peace, man? I totally need peace. We need peace. And God does not, in the gospel, God does not promise comfort and ease, right? To the contrary, he promises the exact opposite, right? He said, in the world you will have trouble. In the world you're going to have trouble. If they hated me, they're going to hate you, right? But take heart, for I've overcome the world, right? And so if we're looking at our circumstances and our condition and our comfort and our bank account, to Shannon's point, and we're seeking to preserve ourselves by preserving all of that, our natural thing, we are setting ourselves up for disappointment, big time regret. Why? Because he promised you're going to have trouble, and he also promised, once more, I'm going to shake all things, right? I'm going to shake everything out. He's like, shaking is coming. Shaking is totally coming. It's coming to your life. It's coming to your country. It's coming to your family and your household, right? So that all things that can be shaken would be shaken away, faulty foundations, right? So that only that which cannot be shaken, the immutable, unshakable, never-ending rock, which is the cornerstone of Jesus Christ, would remain. So that we would find ourselves, our anchor holds within the veil, and we're tied in there, and there's just nothing can move us, right? So in the West, we've got this unique situation. Our country's blessed. It was built on, a foundation of a desire for godliness, and in God we trust, and all these things. So there's a unique kind of a dynamic in the U.S. that you don't see in the church in other parts of the world, where they don't have universal health care. They don't have, if you don't have money, they don't treat you at the hospital. If you can't pay when you go, you don't get emergency room treatment, And so my wife Laura and I, and some of our friends, when you go into these missions field locations where the church is they don't have a lot, but they're full of joy, and they're walking in faith and all that.